Hello everyone, FSG here, hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to have a look at 6 little script mods that I have found incredibly helpful since starting playing FS25. Now these can be something that enhances the game, adds something to the game that isn't there or maybe should have been there, or just makes life a little bit easier for you. But we see a lot of vids these days about the best mods and top mods. Usually it's going to be the ones that everybody uses all the time: Courseplay, Auto Drive, Lumberjack, things like that. So I've specifically gone for ones that maybe are a little bit on the periphery, hopefully raise their profile, and hopefully you guys find these useful as well. But without further ado, let's jump in and have a look at them. The first mod is a super simple one, but I can't really understand why it isn't in game in some way, shape or form already, and that is automatic milk sale. Now I grew up on a dairy farm, and to be honest, when you could milk your cows, you might hold on to the milk for 24 or 48 hours, but not much beyond that. So, you know, holding on to milk for 6 months or 9 months to get the best price in the game seems a little crazy to me, and I like to play semi-realistically or as realistically as I can, so this mod kind of takes that hassle away, and basically at 6 AM every morning, your milk gets sold whether you like it or not. So that, for me, is a lot more realistic to real life. Not ideal for everybody though. If you're going to use your milk for productions, I would advise not getting this mod. But for me, who just uses cows as a dairy farm, and you want to get rid of your milk and get the money for it, this is a good way to go. Of course, if you want to hold on to it for 6 months, the game's designed to let you do that, so there's nothing stopping you. But for me, just a little bit too far-fetched and unrealistic for my style of gameplay. But a great little mod from Vertex Design, Automatic Milk Sale, well worth checking out. Another great mod that has come out for FS25, which I'm really excited about, is Realistic Weather by Arrow. Now, this adds a whole moisture dynamic to the game. Really cool concept. It's added additional disasters as well, over and above the tornado, which was met with, I think it's safe to say, mixed reviews when FS25 comes out. Well, now we can have blizzards, we can have droughts, and we can have extremely thick fog, and they all have an impact on the moisture content of your crop. Now, if you have a look at this field here of growing wheat, you can see there's a yield bonus of plus or minus 16%, and you can see at the moment the moisture is at 0. That is because we have just come out of a drought period, which has completely dried out the land. Now, the ideal moisture is between 12 and 14.5%, with the perfect being 13.25, and that means basically it's very difficult to match that perfect moisture. You might get it close or you might not get it that close at harvest time, and it's basically leaves the decision down to you as to when is the right time to harvest to get the best yield possible, when it might not always be the highest yield you could get. So it brings, I think, a more realistic dynamic to the game. You know, the challenge that farmers always have, where you have that element of unknown because of the weather, because of the conditions, when you hold on for another day or so to see if it's going to improve, or you might completely lose the crop because it throws it down with rain for the next week. So I like the idea of this very clever little mod, and this brings a real additional layer of kind of simulation to the game, and I know there's a lot of players out there who want to play as realistically as possible. So really pleased to see this mod. I'm going to keep playing with it. I haven't experienced everything yet, so I'm waiting for thick fog. I've certainly had a drought, and I haven't seen any blizzards yet, but the longer I play with this, the more I'm looking forward to experiencing those things. So check this one out. Really cool. Realistic Weather by Arrow. The next mod we're looking at today is another one from Arrow, and this is called Financing. Now, I like this because much as leasing is good if you can't afford a tractor, basically what happens over time, the more hours you put on the tractor, the more expensive it gets to run from a leasing perspective. With financing, what you're doing is paying off the tractor over time, but at the end of the day, you're going to be able to own it outright. So basically, it's another button within the shop. You click on financing, it gives you your options here: 6 months, a year, or 2 years to pay it off. Obviously, the shorter the period, the lower the financing costs and the interest rates, but obviously you pay more per month. But a longer period, you pay a little bit more in interest, but your monthly payments go down quite considerably. There is a mechanic though: if you don't pay, if you don't have enough money to pay, your finance at the end of each month, it will add on compound interest as well. So really clever little mod, and like you say, at the end of 1 year, 2 years, or 6 months, depending on which one you select there, you will actually own the tractor outright. So it has second-hand residual value rather than just handing it back and being basically out of pocket because you've just been paying over time. Love this, so good. Again, just another option over and above buying outright or leasing, and again adds an element of realism and gameplay and just something different to the game. So fantastic, love this. So that is financing by Arrow. You know what else improves Farming Simulator 25? Eye tracking. Ever wished your gaming experience could be more immersive without splurging on expensive hardware? Well, meet Beam Eye Tracker. This innovative software transforms your existing webcam or smartphone into a powerful eye and head tracking device. With support for over 200 PC games, including favourites like Farming Simulator 25 and Flight Simulator, Beam Eye Tracker expands your in-game field of view, making gameplay more intuitive and engaging. It's easy to set up, budget-friendly, and compatible with most webcams and smartphones. Plus, there's a free demo available on Steam, so you can try it before you buy. Elevate your gaming setup today for just $30 with Beam Eye Tracker. For more information and to download, visit the link in the description. Next up are two kind of related mods, let's call them that. The first one is going to be Round Baler Extension by IFCO Nater. Now, I discovered this right at the end of FS22, and honestly, it was a revelation to me. I absolutely loved it. So let me give you a little demonstration of how this works. So we have our baler, we are picking up our straw here, and I am driving along, I have my foot on my accelerator, going full tilt here. Now, when the straw gets to 100, well, nearer 100%, it will automatically slow the tractor down, and it will automatically bring it to a stop and unload the bale for you. One of the challenges, I think, with round balers is forgetting, especially when you're driving yourself, forgetting or not slowing down in time and running over your swath and having to reverse and pick it up, and so on and so forth. So there you go, we've started to slow our speed down to 5 miles an hour now, and I probably need to turn automatic drop on here, and it will help us. But I haven't lifted my foot off the accelerator at any point here. And I'm rolling along now again, picking up the swath, make sure we drive over the middle of it, and when we get to, I think it's 90%, it starts to slow down. So we're running at standard speed here, 10, 11 miles an hour, picking up the bale. 60%, we'll go around the end of the field here. There we go, 91%. We've started to slow down to 5 miles an hour, so half the speed. And as we get to 100%, it stops, unloads, and we carry on. Like I said, I have not lifted my foot off the accelerator at any point here, which makes this a very, very handy mod as far as I'm concerned. Now, the final mod we're going to talk about today is called Unload Bales Early, and this is from FarmSim Tim. So there we go. You get to the end of a field. Let's assume we've cleared this entire field, and we have got 36% of a bale in there. Now, you're going to go straight on to baling some hay or some silage or so on and so forth, and you don't really want that straw in there. So all you need to do here is power down the baler. Now, if I just bring up F1 to show you, you have the option to press O there, which will unload the unfinished bale. So 1,841 litres in there, and if I just go round to here, even though it looks the same, you can see capacity there in the bottom corner, 1,841 litres. So very handy to have an empty baler there, ready to go with an additional crop as and when you need to. Finally, we have a little bit of a preview look at a new mod from Oz. This is called Garage Menu. Now, one of the biggest frustrations I hear from a lot of players is the layout and the structure of the vehicles pages now, the shop pages in FS25. And one of the things that's missing is an easy to look at view of what equipment you own and what equipment you lease, and what you've got available to you. Now we have that with the garage menu. You can see it here, just a simple garage icon there. But if you click on this, it basically shows you all the equipment you own separated out like so, and if we press X, you can switch to what leased items you own as well. So you can go in here now, see what they are, return them, sell them, whatever you want. A really simple solution to a very frustrating problem. So big shout out to Oz, and keep an eye out for this one coming soon. So there you go, 5+1 coming soon. Mods that I have absolutely every game get installed now. They are great additions and really, really helpful for my style of gameplay. So I wanted to share them with you. Hope you like them. If you've heard of them before, great. If you haven't, I'm glad I could point you in those directions. So for now, from me, the FarmSim guy, thank you very much for watching. Drop a comment down if you've got any other mods that you swear by and can't do without in game. I'd love to hear what they are. But for now, from me, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.